Good morning students. Let us discuss about group 16 element. The next lesson in the next topic in the sixth lesson, that is 16th group elements. So generally in 16th group elements, let us see the introduction first of all. So we are having the elements, we call it as 16th group elements, or we can say 6A group elements. Okay, so for this the elements we are going to have here is oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. Okay, so here the symbol will be O, here the symbol will be S, here the symbol will be Se, symbol will be Te, and the symbol will be here Po. Okay, polonium. So these are the symbols. Coming to atomic numbers, we are having, so in P block elements, this is group 6 or group 16 elements. So this is having atomic number 6. This is having atomic number 8. Oxygen atomic number is 8. Sulfur atomic number is 16. Selenium atomic number is 34. Tellurium atomic number is 52. And polonium atomic number is 85. So if you can't remember these atomic numbers, so you are going to have an order, that is, if you know the first element, then you are having order 8, 18, 18, 32. Okay, for 8, if you add 8, that one is 16. 16 plus 18, 34. 34 plus 18, 52. 52 plus 32, 84. Okay, so like this is the order for P block elements. If you remember first element atomic number, then remaining you can follow this order. Okay, so now let us see occurrence. So where it is occurred mainly. Okay, so here so let us see occurrence first of all. So occurrence is nothing but what here, where it is going to occur in our earth crust. Okay, so we can say oxygen is the most abundant element in the earth crust. So it forms 46.6% of earth crust. And coming to air, it forms, dry air contains nearly 20.946% of oxygen by volume. Okay, so however the sulfur, the abundance of sulfur in the earth crust is only, coming to sulfur, we can say here is this sulfur contains only 0.03 to 1% in earth crust. Okay, so here combined sulfur, if you take sulfur, so it exists as a, means different types of salts it can be existing as. For example, gypsum, if you take the sulfates as CaSO4, calcium sulfate 2H2O, and Epsom salt, if you take, it contains MgSO4 7H2O, and coming to baryate, it consists of BaSO4. Okay, and coming to sulfites, these are sulfates. Coming to sulfites, we are going to have galena. This one what I have told, sulfates. Coming to sulfites, we are having galena, that is PBS, zinc blende, that is ZNS, copper pyrites, that is CuFeS2. So means what? These three are the minerals, ores. Okay, so these are the ores. So it is forming as a ores, it is forming as a sulfates. Okay, so here what happens? The sulfur, here the traces of sulfur act as a hydrogen sulfide in volcanoes, and also organic materials such as eggs, proteins, garlic, onion, mustard, hair and wool, cotton, this all will contain this sulfur. Okay, the gender, the natural products like here it contains what? Here it is a egg, protein, garlic, onion. By this also it contains the as a sulfur. And coming to selenium and tellurium, it is mainly found as metal selenide, and also it is having, coming to selenium and tellurium, how they form? They found as a metal selenides and tellurides in sulfide ores, we can say. Polonium, coming to polonium occur in nature. Why? Because it is a radioactive element. So coming to polonium, what here? Polonium is a radioactive element, we can say. Polonium is a radioactive element. Okay, so because of the radioactive element, maximum we are not going to consider here. So here the first four elements means oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, we considered as here the first four elements are known as chalcogens, or we can say ore forming elements. Okay, so chalcogens we can say, or we can say ore forming elements. So here many metals occurs as oxides or sulfides in a nature. So oxygen is consisting as a here pyrrolosite. Coming to oxygen, we are having different metals, that is different ores, that is pyrrolosite, that is MnO2. Okay, and coming to here hematite, Fe2O3, iron pyrites. So these all will come under the sulfur, and zinc blender also ZnS it is going to come. So as I have told you, occurrence, that is oxygen is the most abundant element in the earth crust. So it is having the order as like this: oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, and last polonium. So this is the sulfur. So oxygen such as oxides, oxysols, carbonates, sulfates, nitrates, borates, like that it can contain. Coming to sulfides, sulfur it is a sulfur and sulfide. Okay, so in volcanic area it consists as a hydrogen sulfide in volcanoes. So coming to polonium, it is a radioactive element, and also it is a decay product of thorium and uranium, we can say. Means radioactive elements means it may be, it mainly used in nuclear chemistry, we can say. So now let us see general properties of the general characteristics. First of all, general characteristics of group 6 elements, group 16 elements. First one, we are having electronic configuration. Okay, so coming to electronic configuration, the general electronic configuration here is NS2 NP4. Okay, so coming to oxygen, if you write configuration here, 1s2 2s2 2p4. Okay, so means what the general electronic configuration is NS2 NP4, we can say. And also coming to for 16, 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p4. If you count it, it is 16. And also coming to here, 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 3d10 10 10 20 16. Still we need 26. Still we need how much? 4s2 4p4. If you count it 10, see here 1s2 2s2 2p6 10, 3s2 4s2 3p6 20 30 4. Okay, next one, if you have count 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 3d10 4s2 4p6 4d10 10 10 20 30 40 46. Okay, still how much we need? 12. Okay, five s to 5p6. See, count it. 10, this is 10 20 30 40 40 plus see here 10, this is 16 10 10 20 20 plus 10 and 10 20 and this is 30 40 46 46 plus 2 48. Okay, so this is the electronic configuration we are having. Next one, we are having 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 3d10 4s2 4p6 4d10 4f14 5s2 5p6 5d10 6s2 6p6. Okay, so this is the electronic configuration for these elements. If you count it, wherever you see here the general electronic configuration, we are getting the at last 4p4 6p4, sorry. So wherever you see here the electronic configuration of this is, we are getting ns2 np4. If you count it here, see it is 10 20 and 30 30 plus 40 40 plus 12 52. Okay, if you count here 10 20 30 40 54 60 70 80 and we are having this one. Okay, so nearly, so this is about the electronic configuration of the group 16 elements. So here if you have observed here, the general electronic configuration we are having is ns2 np6, and the next property we are having is atomic radius. Coming to atomic and ionic radius, what happens here? The atomic radius increases here, increases from top to bottom. Why? Because here size also increases. Okay, so due to increase in size increases, atomic radius also increases. Why? Because it is having poor shielding effect and of inner d orbitals. Because of this reason only we are having atomic radius increases. And coming to here, electronegativity. Electronegativity means what here? If electronegativity decreases from oxygen to polonium, oxygen is the second most electronegative element we can say. But coming to here, what happens? The electronegativity values, it decreases from top to bottom. Electronegativity decreases from top to bottom, and oxygen is the second most electronegative element we can say here. And coming to electron affinity, or electron gain enthalpy. Coming to here, electron affinity, it increases and decreases. Means what here? It decreases from sulfur to tellurium, and oxygen has low electron affinity than sulfur. Okay, due to small size of oxygen. So oxygen is having very small electron affinity value than sulfur, we can say. After that, sulfur, what happens? Sulfur will decreases from selenium to tellurium. Okay, so the order of electron affinity value we are having here is sulfur, selenium, tellurium and oxygen. So this is the order. So coming to next here, ionization energy. What happens? Ionization energy automatically it decreases. Why? Because from oxygen to polonium. So due to the poor shielding effect of inner d orbitals, it is very less. Okay, so why it is decreasing? Due to poor shielding effect of block elements, we can say. Inner d orbitals, the ionization energy decreases. And coming to density, here density increases from polonium to oxygen to polonium. And coming to melting point and boiling point, what we can say, it increases from oxygen to tellurium, and also there is a sudden range in from oxygen also. And coming to here metallic character, this increases from oxygen to tellurium. Okay, there will be a sudden rise. Again there will be a sudden rise in melting point from oxygen to sulfur also. It is due to S-side structure of sulfur, we can say. Coming to here next one, metallic character. Oxygen to polonium, the metallic character increases. It increases from oxygen to polonium. Okay, so oxygen and sulfur are non-metallic, selenium and tellurium are metalloids, polonium is a metal, we can say. So what happens here? Oxygen and sulfur are non-metals, selenium and tellurium are metalloids, means half nature, it will show metals and non-metals. Coming to polonium is a metal. Okay, so it is having different structures, atomicity, it will show atomicity will be has been shown. So means what? Oxygen exists as a diatomic molecule, O2. Okay, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, so this is a diatomic molecule, we can say. And coming to sulfur, selenium, tellurium, it will exist as a octa atomic molecule. Means how it will be having S8, Se8 and Te8, like this it will show. And coming to here polonium, polonium is a mono atomic molecule, it is going to show here. And coming to here, S8 has puckered these structures, what I have told you, S8, Se8, Te8 has puckered ring structures, or we can say crown ring structure we are having. Okay, so means what? Oxidation state and covalence in S8 molecule here is having 0 and 2, and the bond angle will be 107 degrees we are having. SS bond length is 204 also we are having. So puckered ring structure I have told you. So this is nothing but puckered ring structure of sulfur. Okay, if you observe clearly here S molecule, S. So this is nothing but puckered ring structure. And coming to crown, This is a crown shape we are having. Okay, so here the bond angle we are having 107 degrees. The bond length we are having 204 degrees. Okay, so this is a Parker ring and crown structure we are having. So these are the general properties of the general characteristic properties, that is physical properties. We can say oxygen is exist as a gas here, while other elements are exist as solid at room temperature, that is physical state. And coming to, due to small size of oxygen, it is forming only pi bonds. Okay, pp bonds, that is due to large size and other element do not exist a diatomic molecule, because they cannot form pi bonds. Okay, only oxygen can form pi bonds. Remaining elements cannot form the pi bonds. Why? Because they are having the very much large size. And we are having chemical properties. This is all about physical properties. Generally, chemical properties is nothing but, first of all, we speak about oxidation state. Okay, so oxidation state means what here? So oxidation state means it will show different. Generally, the common oxidation state for every element is -2. Okay, coming to here, oxygen exhibits as -2, -1, -1/2, +1, and +2 in oxidation state. Okay, oxygen can exhibit these type of oxidation state. If you take in peroxides, general oxidation state is O. Coming to peroxides, you are having -1 oxidation state. Coming to superoxides, you are having -1/2 oxidation state. Coming to in O2F2, you are having +1 oxidation state, and OF2 you are having +2 oxidation state. As you know how to find the oxidation state, so if you take 2x plus 2 into -1 is equals to 0, 2x is equals to +2, x is equals to +2/2, that is 1. So for this I have calculated. So this is the way of calculating oxidation state, like this. And coming to oxygen, do not exhibit higher oxidation states like +4, +6. Why? Because it is not having d orbitals in its valence shell. Other elements, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, they can exhibit -2. From sulfur to polonium, it can exhibit oxidation state -2, +2, and +4, and +6. Okay, so these are the oxidation state they can exhibit. Why? Because they are having high electronegativity, they are having small size, and also there will be having non-availability of d orbitals. So this is about the oxidation state. Okay, so remaining topic can be discussed in the next class. Thank you.